next week, next Friday is so-called what? Christmas, right? Where y'all go and y'all think y'all worshiping Christ. But what did Christ say? Read this.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
You don't know what you're worshiping when you celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
This is an old Roman custom. It's called Saturnalia. Where men gave gifts to each other.
Bring it out.
They laid down and had orgies with each other.
Bring it out.
They worship other gods on this day. Christmas is not of God.
Bring it out.
The Bible would tell you not to put a tree in your house.
Right.
Decorated with gold. But what did Christ say? Read it again.
Ye worship, ye know not.
You worship the devil on this, the 25th of December.
Bring it out.
Read it again.
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship.
Who? We know what we worship because God gave us the holidays in the Holy Bible.
That's right.
God gave us Passover.
Right.
God gave us the Feast of Dedication, which was last week.
Right.
God gave us the Feast of Tabernacles.
Right.
But you so-called blacks and Hispanics, you don't know what you're worshiping. Why? Because you was taught Christmas by your slave master.
Right.
By the white man.
Right.
In the 1600s. So God said what? Read it again.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Christmas is of the devil. Christmas is of the devil.
It's David who says, we have friends who do not celebrate Christmas because they say December 25th is really a pagan holiday. While I agree that Jesus may not have been born on December 25th, he certainly was born as described in the Bible. How do I respond to them?
Well, in a sense, tell them they're right. You see, the winter solstice a couple of days later was the shortest day of the year, and the pagans had something called Saturnalia, and it was a time of lawlessness because all the laws were suspended, and people, a bunch of singers actually wandered the streets naked singing. And then they had orgies, sexual orgies. It was a mass thing. Well, when the Catholic Church came along in Italy, the Romans and others didn't want to give up their holidays, so they said, okay, we'll Christianize it. And so they said, okay, we'll say the birth of Jesus was the 25th of December. And then there was a monk who began to add it up. You see, if you read in Luke, it says there's a census taken when Quirinius was governor and so forth and so on. And they could take those leaders and figure the exact time dating from the foundation of Rome. And that's when the dates were established. And so they get pretty close to the date. But to say it's the 25th, shepherds were out abiding in the field. It gets a little cold at night. I mean, were they out there in the middle of winter? You know, I don't know. I've been out there on the shepherd's field on Christmas Eve. It's very nice. But it's cold. And nevertheless, I mean, what was going on? So all this business about mistletoe, pagan. Christmas trees, pagan. Giving out gifts, pagan. Every bit of it is pagan. Every single bit of it is pagan. We've Christianized it all. And so that's good. And so we have time, we celebrate for Jesus, and everybody gets all misty-eyed. But the truth is, they're all pagan.
Christmas is of the devil. Christmas is of the devil. Halloween is of the devil.
Right.
Thanksgiving is of the devil because they killed our brothers and sisters. Give me Jeremiah chapter 10 real quick. We're going to break it down for you.
Bring it out.
Jeremiah 10. God did not instruct the children of Israel to celebrate Christmas. Read it loud and proud, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1.
Read.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you.
God said, listen to this word, ye so-called blacks and Hispanics. Read.
O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. Read.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith God, not man but God. Read.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Don't learn the way of your oppressor, the white man. Read on.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And don't be confused at the sun, the moon, and the stars. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The white man, they get caught up in different religions and worshiping other gods. Read.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Christmas is a lie.
That's right.
Same custom. Right. Like I said before, it goes back to the old Roman custom called Saturnalia. and had sex with each other. Men with men, women with women. They had orgies, worshiping what? The god called Bacchus.
Right.
When they reveled with wine on this day.
Right.
Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. God said, what about a tree?
One cutteth a tree out of the forest.
An evergreen tree. Brother, are you listening? An evergreen tree. The custom of the white man was God said not to do it. He said one person takes a tree out of the forest.
Read. The work of the hands of the workmen.
It's called an axe man, right? Read.
With the axe.
With the axe, read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Don't they have an old Christmas song called Deck the Halls with Fa La La, all that garbage?
Right.
Don't you know in slavery, they took your heads and put it on a Christmas tree?
That's right.
But we celebrate Christmas like it's a fashion.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's what God prescribed. Right. God didn't tell us to do that. Right. Read on.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers. What does that mean? So that it won't fall over anything. So what is God saying? Read verse 3 again.
For the customs of the people are vain.
For the customs of the people of the white man is a lie.
That's right.
Christmas is of the devil. Right.
That's right.
So now, y'all give gifts one to each other. Give me Revelations. Where's that in Revelation?
11 and 9. 11 and 8.
11 and 10.
Y'all give gifts one to another on this day. But what were the main gifts in slavery? You so-called blacks being sold back and forth on Christmas, what? As gifts.
Right.
And y'all inherit this day like it's your heritage. No. No. You're going to learn today, brother, that you are an Israelite according to the scripture. I'm going to let you get it back, brother. Read that.
Revelation chapter 11 verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts one to another.
Read it from the top again.
And they that dwell upon the earth.
The they that dwell upon the earth that is speaking of Revelations is speaking of the nations over the children of Israel.
Right.
Because we right now are in the land of our captivity under the white man.
Right.
And all other nations. Read.
Shall rejoice over them.
They're going to rejoice. Why? Because for years they've oppressed the black man and black woman. The Israelite community.
Right.
Read.
And make merry.
And make merry. What? Hold on. What don't they say? Merry Christmas?
Right.
They making mockery when you say these things, man.
Bring it out.
They making mockery of the children of Israel. Read on.
And shall send gifts.
And so saying what?
Send gifts.
They gave you so-called blacks and Hispanics as slaves.
After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Now give me 18. Give me Revelation 18 verse 13. 18:13 real quick. Because what we were just explaining was that where the term Merry Christmas comes from, right? On this day, they sold you so-called blacks and Hispanics and gave each other as what? Gifts. Alright? As slaves. Gifts to Master Reynolds in Virginia. Y'all were sent out as gifts. Alright? So read that.
Revelation chapter 18 verse 13.
Yeah.
And cinnamon and odors.
So these are all the different resources that America gave back and forth to the leaders of this world. Read on.
And ointments, and frankincense,
right,
and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men.
Hold on, read back what it says, chariots.
And slaves, and souls of men.
And what?
And souls of men.
Hold on Christmas, the black man and black woman was gave as what?
Souls of men.
No, slaves.
Slaves and souls of men.
Why does it say souls of men? Because on this day, these pastors lead you what? Into sin.
Right.
They take your souls to hell, man. Celebrating what? A white man on the 25th of December.
Right. 1 Corinthians 10:20.
1 Corinthians 10 verse 20 real quick.
Back to that sacrifice to devil.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
Say it again.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles...
Hey, listen up, black man, black woman. Let's see what Christ said right now. He said the things that he said. Read it again.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice,
the things that the Gentiles, the other nation in particular, the white race, the Caucasian race, the red man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, in particular, what they sacrifice unto is what?
they sacrifice to devils.
Christmas is a Hellenistic, satanic custom.
Right.
Satanic day of worship for what? The white man and white supremacy.
That's right.
When you go on the 25th of December and what? To church to worship this line image right here. Christ was not born on the 25th.
Right.
He was not born on the 25th in the dead of winter. Let's prove that real quick. Give me what is that? John chapter 4. John chapter 4, what is that? Verse 20, I believe. Luke, yes, Luke 4.
Luke 2:42.
Luke 2:42, Passover, right.
Yeah.
So, I just made a statement. I said Christ was not born on what? The 25th of December. So what does the Bible say? That's when you got to challenge a man when he's coming with this Bible.
Right.
So when was he born, brother? We're going to show you. We're going to show you when, the time period when Christ was born.
Luke chapter 2, verse 41. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
So around the time of the Passover, which what? Around that time period, men were supposed to go to worship in Jerusalem, all right? 3 days throughout the year. That was the Passover, the Feast of Pentecost, and what? The Feast of Tabernacles, right? So they went up to worship, read.
And when he was 12 years old.
And when he was what?
12 years old.
So now, why does the Bible describe the day of the Passover synonymous with what? When he turned 12. It's because during this time period, Christ was born.
Right.
During the time of Passover, Christ turned 12. It's synonymous. That's when Christ was born. In the year of spring,
Right.
the month of Abib, not the damn month of what? December. So we're trying to teach you blacks and Hispanics to get out of the ways of America, man. Give me this real quick. John chapter 8, verse 32. John 8, verse 32.
John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
You're going to know the truth. You shall know the truth. What? Christmas is a lie.
That's right.
Christmas is of the devil. Read.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth is what? That's going to make you free is what? Celebrate your own high holy days.
Right. That's right.
Israelite man, Israelite woman, you so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.